Welcome back to Murdered While Melanated. And today we will be covering the story of a man that deleted his girlfriend and put her in the bushes because she didn't follow signs that said playing with me knowing I only had 6 people in my classroom is crazy. So let's jump right into this sad situation.
I got a big long dick, so I ain't tripping on what you did with him. He not
But
fucking. He can't fuck you like I'm fucking you. He not fucking you like I'm fucking you. So you can go fuck him all day. You know what you gonna come back to? That day. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
He's a monster. That's what he is, a monster.
Either we're gonna be together or you gonna be with me. And I'm gonna give you an option because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna give you an option, but you're gonna either be with me or I'm gonna be with you. Or we're gonna be together. Yeah.
This is the story of a young beautiful lady named Fresja Baker, a mother of one who was dating a habitual criminal offender who had just been let out of jail for the attempted murder of another person. Fresja sent a message to her family saying she would be home in an hour after dropping her kid at her grandmother's house, but that never happened. Her car was found days later abandoned behind a church, and what the cops found in that car would remain disturbing to the police officer who were present on the scene. What killed her and who dumped her body there? Let's get into the hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. This story takes us to Charlotte, North Carolina, which was the city where Fresja Baker had a family and grew up in. Fresja Baker was known in her family as the caretaker, the one who checked in, the one who showed up, the one who never left her son without reassurance. At just 31 years old, she balanced motherhood with a busy life, always making sure her little boy felt safe and loved. 2 years after she had a baby, she decided to find another guy, and yes, she did. She met a felon by the name of Lorenzo Inman.
Nigga in the trenches with that shit, nigga. Oh, bareback, nigga.
He was 33 years old. Lorenzo was nothing to write home about. Back in 2019, a jury nailed him for attempted first-degree murder. He followed a random man to a shopping center, shot him in the chest, then stood over him blasting more rounds. He got hit with a minimum 12-year sentence, but somehow only did about 2 years before getting out. Then in October 2025, he pleaded guilty to stuff like habitual assault and intimidating a witness, but the judge just put him on 24-month supervised probation instead of locking him up. He was let out on probation. After getting out of jail, he met Fresja.
Either we're gonna be together or you gonna be with me. And I'm gonna give you an option because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna give you an option.
They were dating and everything was going not so good for them. He was said to be possessive, abusive and jealous. He was nothing to write home about. All he was doing was smoking, drinking and other irresponsible activities. On December 4, 2025, her day started normally. She took her 2-year-old son to a dentist appointment, made a few routine stops, and later drove him to his grandmother's home in Charlotte. She kissed him goodbye, said she'd check in later, and walked out the door with her keys, her bag, and plans to return home. The last confirmed sighting captured her at a gas station on LaSalle Street just before 10 p.m., alone, fueling her car. She looked calm, not distressed, not hurried. She even called her brother around 10:30 p.m., telling him she was about an hour away. That short conversation, warm, casual, would become the last time anyone heard her voice. When she didn't arrive home, her family tried calling, texting, checking her location. But her phone had gone completely dark. For someone who always checked in, especially with a toddler depending on her, the silence felt immediately alarming. By sunrise, Her relatives were knocking on doors, calling friends, and pleading with police to treat her disappearance seriously.
The search continues for Frasia Baker, who's been missing since Thursday. I'm here with friends and family who continue to search for her and are also passing out flyers. Just what are some of the things you want people to know right now?
I want everyone to know today at 5:30 here at 1121 Bettisford Road, we will be handing out flyers. Anybody welcome to come and get them. We need them everywhere. We need all hands on deck. We need all boots on the ground. We need everyone help to find her. So please come get some flyers so you can post it on whatever side of town that you stay on. Please help. Your job, anywhere. Facebook, everywhere.
Flyers went up. Social media posts spread fast. People shared the description of her car, a gray-blue 2004 Honda Accord with temporary South Carolina plates.
That was her last location.
Frasia's brother, Fred Baker, told us after a dentist appointment on Thursday, she dropped her son off at her grandparents'. It wasn't until around 10:30 she called to let her brother know she was an hour away, but she never showed up.
My sister never came home. She always come home to check on her kids. She always called. If she don't come home, she will call her to check on her kid.
Since Friday, her phone has gone straight to voicemail, and they're worried someone she was with may know where she is. Fred says they've filed a missing persons report, and the family won't stop searching until his sister is found.
Anyone that's seen her, I just say, just bring my sister home. And if y'all do see anything, heard anything, call police or contact people, contact us. You know, we all on Facebook. Everybody know us. Just let us know that she will be okay and she will come home.
Frasia was last seen near LaSalle and Newcastle streets just before 10 on the night of December 4th. She was driving what police described as a gray-blue 2004 Honda Accord with South Carolina plates. As police search for Baker and her vehicle, days are adding up, and her stylist and good friend, Peaches Johnson, tells us it has been a challenge not knowing what happened.
It's very hard trying to search the city to find her, trying not to think the worst, and try to stay positive and stay prayed up.
Some neighbors said they might have seen her with a man earlier that evening, someone described as an acquaintance, but nothing was clear, nothing concrete, just fragments. Day after day passed with no answers, no calls, no sightings, no activity on her bank cards. A lot of people talked online and asked why her boyfriend has not been arrested.
And also, I want to address the shit about, oh, well, if he was really a suspect, why wasn't he arrested? Because, bitch, how the fuck is there a suspect of a missing person case? Sometimes I be wanting y'all to be quiet. Just because you got a fucking mouth it don't even need to be running. Especially when you don't know what you're talking about. CMPD found out that this was going to be a homicide today. You want to know why? Because they found a body today. They found the car today. Shit came to a head today. Ain't nobody getting arrested on no missing persons case. You want to know why? Because this girl was grown as fuck. How y'all know she ain't just walk off? Y'all sound dumb. And it be bothering me because people really be in agreement with stupid shit. And it don't even be making sense. So it be louder and even wronger. And wronger ain't even a fucking word. You see what I mean now? Let them folks do their job. Let them folks do their motherfucking job. Because y'all was wrong. That dude did do something to that damn girl. She didn't deserve that shit. And y'all not gonna make this her fault. Because one thing that y'all need to start teaching your sons, your fucking brothers, uncles, cousins, is a little bit of emotional maturity, and they need to stop putting their motherfucking hands on bitches, period. Bitches need to stop putting their hands on men too, but this ain't about that. Niggas need to stop putting their fucking hands on girls, period.
Her family didn't sleep. They organized search groups, stood in front of news cameras begging for help, and told reporters again and again that Frasia would never leave her son, not even for a day.
So I spoke to the friend of Frasia Baker, and she said that she is on her way, but folks will be gathering here on Bettisford Road, 1121 Bettisford Road, where they will be, getting these flyers out to the community so that they can see where they can do what they can to find Baker. We are standing about a mile from the gas station where she was last seen. Now, I've spoken to friends and loved ones earlier today who were out searching, and they say they're not giving up on finding her. F.J. Baker says he only has one message for his daughter.
Keep your head up. We're going to find you. We're going to find you, baby. I'm not giving up. We're going to find you.
Baker has been missing since December 4th. No calls, no messages. Her family and friends say Baker's phone went silent that night.
And just what was suspicious to me is just she just didn't respond. It's not like her to just not hear from her at all.
CMPD is looking for leads, releasing new images, including photos of Baker and her gray-blue Honda Accord from the gas station where she was last seen on LaSalle Street in the Lincoln Heights neighborhood. Her temporary South Carolina license plate HBL5984A.
We passing flyers. We are going all the dead-end streets. You know, a place that you would think that they will hide the car, you know. So we ain't stopping.
We're trying to bring her home. Her baby needs her.
In the meantime, Baker's 2-year-old son being taken care of by family, missing his mother.
We were on TV and seen the paper. He said, "Mommy," and that kind of did something to me. My mama just fell out. She couldn't hold it. I just gotta find this. I gotta find her.
Loved ones say they're not losing hope.
Something terrible had happened and they felt it. A lot of people believed her boyfriend had something to do with her missing, while some other people believed she had overdosed and gotten herself into some trouble just because she had been arrested for DUI in the past. There was a lot of back and forth amongst the two, family and friend, on social media. Then came December 11th, 7 days after she vanished. At 9:35 a.m., Charlotte Mecklenburg police responded to a call behind an old abandoned church near Sanders Avenue and Campus Street, a quiet area where people rarely walk unless they live nearby. Parked in the back lot, half hidden behind overgrown shrubs, was a gray-blue Honda Accord, the same car they'd been looking for. Officers approached cautiously. The windows were fogged, the doors shut, and the engine cold. They opened the driver's side door, and inside, they found F.J. Baker, unresponsive. The scene was immediately treated as suspicious. There were no signs that she had left willingly, no indication she had gone there by choice, and no explanation for how her car ended up behind a deserted church in a neighborhood she had no reason to visit. She was pronounced dead on scene. Within hours, the missing person case became a homicide investigation. News spread quickly.
At noon, Charlotte Mecklenburg police have confirmed that the body found inside a car yesterday was the Charlotte mother who's been missing since December 4th.
Her mother broke down publicly, saying she had prayed every minute for her daughter to come home. Her brother said the silence, that perfect, terrible silence, had told them everything days earlier, but he still hoped he was wrong. Now, that hope was gone. As detectives pieced together her last movements, many questions remained unanswered. Who was the man she was reportedly seen with? How did her car end up behind a church miles from where she was last spotted? Why did her phone shut off immediately after she left the gas station? Everything pointed to her abusive boyfriend. On December 12, 2025, Charlotte Mecklenburg police took 38-year-old Lorenza Thomas Inman Jr.
We got a call that they arrested a suspect. We are aware of that. I just want to thank the media,
Thank the world.
the people, the news. Without them and the police force for doing their job. Without the media and the news, we probably wouldn't have never found her. So I just want to thank them. I want to let everybody know she was a great mother, you know.
At his first court appearance, a judge denied bond, citing the severity of the charges and his criminal history, which includes prior convictions for violent offenses. Leads are still being followed.
Another major developing story, a missing Charlotte mother murdered, her body found inside her car less than a mile away from her last known location. Late Friday, police announced an arrest in the murder of F.J. Baker. Lorenzo Inman Jr., a convicted felon who'd been sentenced to more than a decade in prison for attempted murder, was arrested in Maxton, North Carolina. That's about 2 hours east of Charlotte. He has since been charged with murder, among other charges. Court documents state the two were in a relationship at the time of Baker's murder. So why was a man previously convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to more than a decade in prison out in the community? Tonight, we're digging deeper into the criminal history of the man accused of killing F.J. Baker. WBTV's Katie Solt has more.
Frazier Baker's family wants her to be remembered as a kind, caring mother who was nice to everyone. They say they are now trying to hold it together for her 2-year-old son who has to grow up without a mother.
He keep hollering out, "Where's my mommy?" What do you say? There's no words to say.
A harsh and tragic new reality for Frazier Baker's family after she was killed earlier this month.
So I just want the world to know she was a good person, a good mom, a good person, just a good person that met a monster, and she trusted the monster.
Charlotte-Mecklenburg police say Lorenza Inman shot Baker, left her body in a car, and was later arrested nearly 2 hours away in Maxton, North Carolina. Court documents show Inman was previously arrested in 2017 and charged with attempted murder. He was found guilty in 2019 and sentenced to 13 to 17 years in prison. But documents show Inman and his attorneys appealed the decision, arguing an
I was just cutting hair. Ran back up to finish my video and forgot that I had my light on that I cut hair with. It's crazy. From work to work, from leaving work down and coming back to work. It don't stop. Let's go. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the video.
Taken at the hospital was improperly submitted as evidence. Inman was granted a new trial and in March 2021 pled guilty to a charge of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill or inflict serious injury. He was given a sentence of 3.5 to 5 years in prison with credit for time served.
That her daughter is gone, and a convicted felony that North Carolina allowed this person to walk the street with that background. It's unbelievable.
After that, he was charged with probation violations and in October pled guilty to habitual misdemeanor assault and intimidating a witness. A judge suspended his prison sentence pending successful completion of 2 years of supervised probation. Just 2 months later, he's behind bars again on murder charges.
He's a monster. That's what he is, a monster.
A woman who never walked away from her responsibilities. And someone whose final journey through Charlotte is still shrouded in unanswered questions. What began as a routine evening for Frazier Baker has turned into one of the city's most heartbreaking mysteries. A case where a family's last hope vanished behind the doors of a gray-blue Accord parked at an abandoned church. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Frazier Baker. May her soul continue to rest in peace and may justice be served in her case. What do you guys think about this case?
Crazy situation, man. This is why you ladies gotta overly get these men vetted. Not by y'all, because women, y'all can't vet men. You need men to vet men. And don't be in a rush to give up your vagina. Make that man wait for like a year. If he can tolerate and stay around for a year, yeah, then he'll be worthy of it. Because once you give him your lower regions, it's over. It is completely over. But he will not act like this if you didn't give him the vagina. You get what I'm saying? And things like that, man. Number 2, you gotta do background checks on these guys. Just because, you know what I'm saying, they fit the aesthetic and they're cute and that's fine shit, it's not good for you. Absolutely not, man. So rest in peace to Frazier Baker. Another story that goes down in the archives of melanated people killing melanated people. That's why I made this channel, Murdered While Melanated, the channel where we cover melanated people murdered by melanated people. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.